Hey team, it's Christmas time, and that means it's time to paint. This painting. So come on and grab your brush. It's painting time in the city. Painting time. You don't have to paint at home, but you can paint here. Alright, so check it out. I want a dark, starlit night. That imagery above most else is very symbolic of Christmas to me. So many of my Christmas scenes are set on a dark night. In fact, I don't usually do night scenes. Except for winter scenes. What about y'all? Let me know in the comments. I'm using Mars Black and Ultramarine Blue to get a dark sky. As you can see, there is quite the difference between the dark I'm putting up and the black of the canvas. I think the deep dark night is best recreated with a more dynamic shadow color, especially on a snowy cold night. So check that out. The part in the middle is black canvas. To me it looks far back, and so I get to start off with some nice depth without even doing anything. Nice. Now this is going to be a deep, dark pine forest on a deep, dark winter's night. So I take sap green and a little bit of cad red to wash it out, and some black and put it in the forest underpainting. Now it's tree time. I knew I was going to do this painting with a lot of trees, so I trained up. If you have the time, check out my training videos for trees, pine trees in particular. It will show you the journey I took, and continue to be on, to get my trees to where they are now. I'm trying to give special attention to the tops, because they are going to be seen. I want them silhouetted against the dark sky, so their size and shape has got to be varied. I'm using sap green with a little bit of cad red in it, mixed with titanium white, and I'm going over and over the trees, trying to vary the color. It actually isn't all that important because they're going to have a lot of snow on top of them. But a varied underpainting is a cool way to ensure depth, so that's what I'm doing. Hey team, do y'all dig the music you're hearing? I hope so, cause I write it all. Check out my other channel, would ya? Studio 214 Music. It's where I post all the music for these here videos. It's super fun time making the music, and I hope you all enjoy it. Okay, now I'm gonna highlight with titanium white and some ultramarine blue. Farther back, I'm gonna put in some light blue highlights to give the impression that the trees are in shadow. I actually should have made the underpainting more blue to show the covering of snow. Oh well, next time for sure. Now I got to be careful with the color. I do not want to make it too bright. Guys, I'm going to be fine-tuning these trees the whole painting. I could not get satisfied with them, but that's a thing for me. People I care about say I'm a perfectionist, but I wouldn't call myself that. I mean, there is a standard, and if I'm not meeting it, then I've got to be honest with myself and acknowledge it, and implement immediate action to correct the perceived deficiency. Roger? But seriously, self-reflection is worthless if you're not honest with yourself. And I think that's important in life, as well as in painting. Just being honest. and expressing yourself honestly. Or, I should say, expressing myself honestly. It sucks having to watch everything you say because it might offend someone. Don't be mean, but say what you feel, and mean what you say, and say what you mean, you know? Guys, I don't know if you know, but I'm a combat vet, and I started art as a therapy. Stayed, because I thought I had a knack for it, and most importantly, I enjoyed it, and I could spend an hour or even two engaged in being productive and entertaining myself without alcohol. And that's important. Golly, my ding-dang doc at the VA would love to hear me get a handle on the bottle. I keep telling her I have two hands on the bottle. She doesn't think I'm funny. But who cares? Screw it. I love to paint. And apparently, it's good for me. And it helps me not think of the bull. Know what I mean? If you're a vet, or anyone really, and you're down in a hole, try painting, or just art in general. Play an instrument. It's amazing how much better it will make your life. It's weird. I get bored on roller coasters, brother. I think sometimes, short of being blown up, mortared, or shot at, I'll never get excited about anything again. It's pretty hard to get all goosed about anything when your whole notion of what is exciting and what isn't is all skewed with a tangent towards dancing with death, you know? So there I am, no shit, painting, getting all excited about some trick I'm trying to throw in to get your eye, the viewer's eye, to bounce around the canvas like some kind of roadside HGN test. You know, keep that eye on a swivel. And that's pretty cool. Getting all pointy and throwing paint on a canvas without shots being fired is, well, progress towards better health. And a normalized excitement continuum. That would be nice. Jeez, sure would, man. Anyways, I hope y'all can get the same therapeutic response I get from chucking color. As mentioned earlier, I need the snow to be high-lit, but not overwhelming. So I'm going to use gray to show the shadow of the snow. It's good to vary the color, every now and again. Throw some gray in, throw some white in, let them mix. It's cool. Kids will be kids, paint will be paint. Now I'm using my fan brush and reintroducing some shadow green to the undercarriage of those there trees. Ooh, that's a lady. Sorry, Miss Lady. Ooh, that's okay, you big boy, you. Oh, you're such a tease. Oh, gracious me, said the tree. Tickling my undercarriage is as naughty as can be. So, sailor. Soldier. Oh, pardon me. It's cool. I'm no swab, but we're even, see? Oh, don't worry about that. I've seen much worse. 'Tis but a pat. All was fine and dandy until a stranger touched my fanny. He painted my long branches, putting white on the tip, when something was aroused and stuck out just a bit. My branches, silly. What do you think I meant? Oh, that's embarrassing. Pardon me, tree, but something has appeared that maybe shouldn't be? 'Tis nature, my boy. No pants on us trees. Our branches hang out, flapping in the breeze. Oh, me. Oh, my. Some modesty, please. We're real silly fellas, us forest trees. Fellas? Said I. Pardon me, please, for I thought for a second y'all were female trees. Many plants are both, ladies and dudes. Not pine trees, like humans. Our genders are two. The Ant wives have left us, left with no trail. So why pine trees can be ladies, we are all male. Come closer and see, no ifs, ands, or buts, that these pine cones are really pine nuts. Riddle me this, said the he tree to me. With hard, made of wood, and lives down below. Give up? It's my roots. This is a family show. What do you think I was going to say? Sorry, tree. I mean, for being a little handy. But if I may say, for a tree, you're quite randy. Oh, I'm a silly old thing. It's just what I'm about. That's the life of a tree. We're just hanging out. Tickle a tree and you'll get a reaction. 'Cause here in the deep silly woods, we don't get much action. Well, sorry anyway, that's not my modus. Grabbing a tree by their piney cojones. Don't be silly, you fool. I liked it. 'Twas fine. If you gotta go, see ya. Come back anytime. Okay, time to paint your friends. See you next week. Stop tickling trees, silly. Geez, that guy's a freak. Hey! Well, that got weird quick, huh? Jeez. I think what this needs is more not silly trees in the midground. So I mix Mars black with sap green and get a real dark silhouette working. Same for the other side. I usually like groupings of odd numbers, but I'm going to break my own rules because I think 2 on each side is all that it needs. I want to reshape that pond too. I don't like the way it's looking, or the shape, so I will literally paint over it. I used to buy black, Mars black, but I started mixing burnt umber and ultramarine blue together in equal portions, and it makes a real nice black. Super easy to make too. I've found a weird thing about some black paint I've used in the past. I'm looking at you, Liquitex. The black is shiny, really shiny, when it dries, so I can only really use it in the foreground, and honestly, pure black should almost never be used. It's too deep, it's too contrasty, it's too shiny. That's right, shiny. So this is a cool way to get a real nice shadow that has the colors that are being used in the rest of the painting. Anyway, cool stuff. Now it's time to highlight these midground trees. They're closer, ergo they need more detail. So I'm going to put a midtone on top of the shadow and then throw some highlight on top of that while still wet so that it gets plenty of variation and the paint will just mix. So here's a fun study. If y'all would direct your attention to the left, you will see a tree that has too much of the dark underpainting exposed. Now, if you will look at the tree group on the right, I think you will find a tree with not enough dark shadow showing through. You know, usually it's one or the other in the same painting, not both. It's almost like I'm compensating for one with the other. And then vice versa, and crisscross. You know, the same dang thing, but the other way around. Man, that needs me a can of Get Right. That's for sure. I suggest a middle ground. And add some shadow on the right, and then cover some of it up again with highlight. And more highlight on the left. I screw up in the most unorthodox ways. And now it's time to get chilly. I add some blue to the trees underneath, trying super hard to not tickle them. But it's okay if you do. Be that as it may. No. Then I add some ultramarine blue, a little bit of gray, and some titanium white onto the canvas and let it mix on the canvas. So it's nice and varied. And hopefully not flat. Or silly. Ha ha! Right. So anyway, team, I think we're done for today. Thanks for coming along. Here's where we're at. And here's where we're going. Part 2 will be out real quick, and look for my other holiday-themed paintings and music on this channel and on Studio 214 Music. If you like what you saw and would like to see more, please subscribe and leave a comment. New painting videos on Thursday, and new comment, critique, question and answer, and training videos on Tuesday. I hope to see you back for both. As for me, I'm going to the house. For Studio 214, I'm Greg. Merry Christmas, everybody. See you next time.